It's time to dive straight into Resurrection Shaman. You heard me right. We are going to be using Merithra as a way to resurrect our key high-cost minions such as Alkir, a Starship, and a Briarspawn Drake. But you might be wondering, how are we going to be cheating these out earlier than normal? Well, we do have access to Cliff Dive, which we can get additional copies through Triangulate. And just having an overall backup plan of the Terran package as a way to finish off our opponent. Now, for the Mulligan Guide of Lists, you are going to be looking for any of the Starship package, such as Starport, draw power cards, such as Triangulate, or early game removal tools. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, Mage. I don't think this is a terrible matchup for us. It might be a little bit harder to win through our, win con, but I think the Terran cards will probably keep us alive long enough, right? Okay. I mean, the Triangulate is pretty nice here. Though, those are probably the 3 spells I wanted the least there. I'm going with the Liftoff just because, more draw power is always nice. I know, the final couple are probably going to do nothing, but it is what it is.
What happened to no one left behind?
Okay. Let's just set that down. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just draw another card. Maybe, okay. I was going to say, maybe it draws us into one of the Starship pieces, or Terran cards that we would have got off of Liftoff, and maybe that would have been a mistake, but we got a little bit lucky there, I would say. All right, let's lift off, see what we can grab. Oh, lock on. That's not bad for next, or for this turn. Okay, there's Photon Cannon. Okay, so, yeah. The Protoss cards are going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. Also, if you all have any, cool ideas that I should cover maybe before the mini set comes out, you can always leave them down below. Or ideas that you're thinking about doing once the mini set comes out. Because there's some ideas that I already have. This is actually a deck where I think we might use this as our Shaman list for the initial, Theorycraft video for the set. Because I think Avatar of Destruction wouldn't be a bad inclusion. But even if we don't use Avatar, we can easily use the 4-drop dragon that discovers a 5-cost card. Because I think that's, ramp in Shaman is just going to be strong, right? Especially for a deck where you're trying to, perfectly curve it out. You know? Any bit of ramp could be good. Okay, Bob. So freeze or draw. Okay. Oh. Now, if we had the Briarspawn Drakes, this would definitely be a board to use Briarspawn Drake on. But we're going to show off Cookie, I guess? Might as well, right? Don't get to do that often. Oh, that's an interesting card. Oh, I was really, really hoping that would be Taunt. Why is it whenever I play Khadguard never gives me the cards I need, but whenever my opponent plays a Khadguard versus me, they always get exactly what I want, or they need, right? It's almost like every single time. I kind of want to just launch the Starship, but I think White needs... We could also Cliff Dive. Yeah, let's Cliff Dive. Oh! Okay, we can just do some damage, and then it'll pop back into the deck. Wave of Nostalgia. Well, if we use that card, I guess we can waive our chances goodbye of winning. Oh. I might have forgot what my toggles were on this model, to be fair. There's some that I just haven't used for a while. I can actually use a lot more on both this and the next one that are just like pre-downloaded into the software that I use for tracking, you know? Okay. Lightning Storm does get rid of the board. And the question is, do we Shudder block just to get it out of the way? I kind of want to do it just to do it. I was really hoping he'd be an untargetable Bungus, but it is what it is. Okay, there's a battle cruiser. Oh, I mean the freeze, sorry. It's a bit late here right now. I guess we can just use Alkir here. Just go face. Maybe they'll get rid of him next turn. Oh. I would love to be able to attack, but it is what it is. To be fair, though, the longer that they delay this game, the higher chance of us actually pulling off what I want to showcase, which could be good. I'm just going to slam down Jim. If they have the Colossus, they have the Colossus. We'll gain a bajillion armor this way. But we should also be able to get them relatively low, too. Do we want to draw a spell or a minion? I kind of want to go with the minion. Just because we don't have that many minions left in the deck. Perfect, actually. Rising Waves. That doesn't do what they need. Oh, it breaks the Divine Shield, so they're going to have it, aren't they? They're going to have the Colossus. Please don't have the bounce back. Okay, Ancient of Yore. Interesting. I'm just going to Hex this. Get it off the board so they can't bounce it back. And then we might as well get another minion. Okay. Come on, good top deck. I would take a Cliff Dive, actually. Wait, Cliff Dive would be really, really funny. I don't think it wins us the game, but, like, it could get us pretty close, right? They didn't get in so... Sure. Why not? Okay. Well, there's the two Drakes, and then bop bop. How low are they going to be? 9. Oh, that was so close. Okay, I don't see what the point of doing exactly that was, but go for it, I guess. Okay, so Mage Secret. I'm assuming they're going to go for Explosive Rune. Wait a second. We might... Okay. So Alkir is in the pool, and so is our Starship. Which means if we can get lucky with these revives... I mean, we could guarantee game, but let's go for our win con. Why not, right? Thank you for getting rid of our 1/1. Let's put the Win-dfury back into Fury. Bop, bop, and bop. Okay, Warlock. What does our opponent have in store for us? I'd be curious to find out. Okay, let's get rid of our 2 high-cost minions. Okay. You know, while this game we're playing around with a non-Starship variant of the list, I think we might move towards a Starship variant in a little bit. It really just depends. This is one of the first games testing this list, by the way. In between now and whenever this will go up, there'll be a stream covering this. And depending on how that stream goes, maybe the other version wins out. I have a sneaky suspicion just having the starships as a backup win condition could be really, really useful in most cases.
No, you're rotten.
There's a coin into a cavern. Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what decks I want to do before the mini set comes out. Technically, we have space for 2 more after this video, but I'm leaning towards just 1 more. There's a good reason for that. Usually, the closer to release, the worse videos start to do, and I don't know, gives me a little bit time to relax, you know. Also, I'm gonna have to worry about the ladder climb here in a little bit here too. Oh, Dark Gift, interesting. But yeah, besides the Shaman cards, I'm trying to think of like what other cards that fit into an already existing deck that might be interesting. I know. Trying to think of what the card's name is. I know the imbue cards, like in theory, are just going to be a lot better because they'll have more consistent draw power. So we'll do at least one of them in the Theorycraft stream. But Farok looks fun. Even though I know he's going to probably be the card most people rage against. Location Druid is also a card or a deck that I was going to try to make work this week, but like a Merithra just makes that deck something I want to wait for. Okay, there's Cliff Dive number 2 or 3 actually. All right. Sure. And bounce into the deck they go. But yeah, like the triangulate into Cliff Dive is such a cool combo. I'm amazed people haven't. I guess maybe it's because like I don't know actually. I was gonna say maybe it's because like there's no like early game minion that you would want to run. But I'm amazed we haven't seen like a Cliff Dive Shaman list like pop up because of this. Okay, I guess we can Cliff Dive. Oh, I mean Cliff Dive and hopefully. Okay, how do we want to do this? Okay. We're gonna attack into that with this, and then we're gonna hit Alkier. Oh, don't mind if I Alkill win. Please get rid of our minion. We send down Merithra, and then we just get game, right? Okay. Well, you know what they say. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's time to resurrect our chances of winning. It's an R4 cost card, but it is draw power. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to regret it, but I'm going to keep it. Oh, especially because we're going to just draw into the second copy. Why not? Okay, Missile Pod's not bad. Especially if this is token. Also, like this version has another benefit over the previous one that we were playing. We do have targeted draw power into the minions that like we would normally want to draw into real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Hate doing the AoE, but it's not like Hunter has access to it. I mean, they do, but they don't, right? It's very rare for Hunter to, like, hard run any type of AoE. However, AoE would have been definitely nice versus this. Okay, well, it doesn't matter too much, I guess. Oh, Cliff Dive. That's such a nice top deck. I actually rather have this in the pool. Annoying, but we can still deal with it. Give me high-cost minions that I can ram into these, but that's not exactly what I want. This sucks. I guess we have a little bit of a wall. Okay, that's actually okay, I guess. This gets Jim. This shitty thing is we don't have full combo anymore. But it's not like they'll be able to protect this, is the good news. Unless I guess I guess they could have Bear in hand. But even if they do, we can just get rid of all of our minions and then hopefully like the 2 baking sodas would win us the game. Because they only really have one more Bear, right? Okay. You know, part of me really wants to use Cliff Dive here, but I think the proper play is we go face, we use 1 baking soda, and then we draw the remaining Terran cards out of our list. It sucks that this is like still one of the best things you can do in Shaman. But yeah, I think they have 1 bear left, which is annoying, but like we'll probably be able to deal with it. This has to be the bear, by the way. Where spawn? Okay, well. At least this gives us a little bit of armor. The goal... Yeah, I knew the bear was coming. I guess we could have Hex, too. Hex wouldn't be bad. Oh, I mean... Okay, well, actually... Why is it all the, like, cards I want? I also really should have just waited. We're alive for a turn, but, like, we're really losing out on a lot of resources. I guess we can launch the battle cruiser next turn. Because this is big enough, and it also will put some, like, taunts between us and them, too. It just sucks. Like, every card that Oh, Rush. That's actually good. Rush and Poisonous. Oh, game. Sometimes you do me good. Sometimes you do me good. Oof. What do they have left in their hand? Oh. Oh, I guess we slammed down Jim. I mean, it sucks that's the... is that the answer? We could Cliff Dive, too. Because Cliff Dive gets Alkir and Briar Spawn, right? Yeah, I guess we do it. It's our best shot, right? Because this will AoE the board. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's dive straight into my final thoughts of the deck. So, I played 30 games with the deck and ended up with a 50% win rate. And honestly speaking, that win rate was probably artificially held up due to the Terran package. If you're just trying to win straight off through the Mythendra and Cliff Dive, you're not going to have that good of a time, and I lost quite a few games trying to show off this combo. Overall, though, if you're looking for a deck to use her in, this is going to be one of your better opportunities to use her, at least until the mini set comes out, because I think this style of deck will get a little bit better with some of the newer cards. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, until next time, bye-bye.